Good morning, everyone. Here are the Sanibel Island and Southwest Florida update as of December 22nd, 2022. At Sanibel's special session meeting on Tuesday, the top issue on residents' mind was the causeway reopening on January 2nd. Residents were given a chance to voice their concerns, the council members gave their opinions on the topic, and the decision to open on January 2nd still stands. The Mayor, Holly Smith, said the island is not opening for tourism, but to make recovery easier and quicker. I agree with the mayor. At this point, there have been over 20,000 hurricane entry passes issued. It is starting to be a burden. For example, if you are on the island today and an electrician calls you and says, "Hey, I have an opening tomorrow, I can come and fix your issues." And then you respond, "Yeah, but first you have to go to the office in Fort Myers, stand in line, fill out this paperwork to get a pass to go on the island, and then get through 3 checkpoints." Guess what? The tractor says, "Yeah, I don't have time for that. Find a different electrician." That is an example, but there are lots of stories very close to that have actually happened. It seems to me there are 3 main groups on the island: the businesses who want the island to open, the full-time Sanibel residents who do not want the island to open, and the part-time residents who own secondary homes on the island. They want the island to open. The causeway needs to reopen so workers wanting to help rebuild the island do not have to jump through hoops to get to their jobs. With less paperwork to fill out, more companies will be willing to come to the island. And yes, a side effect is tourism will happen. You know those part-time residents who own secondary homes on the island? Some of them have already rented them out for January. There are signs popping up on the Sanibel Island advertising rooms for rent. Definitely a lot of different opinions on this issue on the island, but it's definitely the Sanibel City Council agrees it is the right thing to do to open the island on January 2nd. Sanibel Fire Department update. The mobile clinic that was in front of the fire station on Sanibel has left Sanibel. This was a volunteer mobile unit that was helping with basic first aid care, shots, etc. Lee County has informed the fire department that a doctor who worked on the island before Hurricane Ian will return to the island in a mobile unit. The fire department says to call the fire department if there is any injury that the EMS staff can help with. Fire Station 172 has been deemed uninhabitable. It is above the 50% FEMA rule, so it will have to be rebuilt to current code. They are going to place a single wide on the lot in January until the new fire station is rebuilt to code. The firefighters will be operating out of the single wide until the new station is ready. It could take 2 to 3 years for the new fire station to be rebuilt. On and after January 2nd, the police recommend anyone who has a re-entry pass to keep displaying it in their vehicles. They will be patrolling the neighborhoods, so leaving your hurricane pass on display will let them know you have a reason to be in the area. Even though the island will be open to the public, the police will still be doing their rounds and they will still be stopping anyone they deem suspicious to ask questions. Captiva Islands celebrated 2 more businesses reopening this week: the Sanibel Captiva Vacation Rentals and Salty Will's Golf Cart Rentals. The owners of Salty Will's was able to save their fleet of street-legal golf carts by moving them off the island before Hurricane Ian hit Captiva. The owners brought 10 carts back to the islands by barge while the temporary causeway was under construction. The City of Sanibel officials used them to travel the island and assess damage as they worked on a game plan towards recovery. So on a side note, Sanibel and Captiva each have their own city councils, and I don't talk about as Captiva as much. They don't broadcast as much as Sanibel does, but they are in complete agreement with Sanibel that they will support their decisions and they would like the island to open, and Sanibel wants it to open, then Captiva agrees. So it does look like those 2 governing bodies work well together.